Hi guys, today we are going to make a washing line because we've been talking about Mrs. Mopple's washing line, and it's a story about her washing getting blown away by the wind and landing in all unusual places. So we're going to make a washing line, and our washing line is going to look something like this. Before we start, I'm going to show you what you need to make it, and we're going to talk about scissor safety because we are going to be using scissors, and that's very important to know how to look after them and how to carry them properly, so we take as much care as possible. So scissors are metal, and if you fall while you're holding a pair of scissors, it's very sharp. If you're carrying scissors and you bump into somebody, it's very sharp. So if you're not using the scissors, you keep them on the table, away from other people, or you can put them in a box, standing in a box, away from people, okay? If you need to walk around with scissors, you do not walk around like this, because then if you knock into someone or you fall down, you could get seriously hurt. So you always carry the scissors like this. In this way, there is no way I am going to hurt myself or anyone around me. Always remember to be careful when working with scissors. Okay. Now we know that we're going to be really careful with the scissors, we can start our washing line craft. So first, you're going to need a piece of paper. You're going to need some pens. You can use various colors. I'm just keeping it simple. You're going to need some glue. You're going to need your scissors and some various colored card or fabric. It's up to you. So I have some purple. I have some pink, some cut-offs because we like to recycle. I have some red, and it's enough. If you want to use fabric, it's okay, but it can be quite difficult to cut. Okie dokie. So now I have my card. I'm going to draw some shapes of clothes that you might hang up on the washing line. So I'm going to do a t-shirt, okay? So I'm going to draw myself a t-shirt, just a simple shape, doesn't have to be exciting, just a simple t-shirt shape. I might also do myself a sock, some purple socks, because we all need some socks, especially in winter, to keep our feet nice and warm. So I got a t-shirt and some purple socks. I would also like maybe a pair of trousers. So now I'm going to take the red and I'm going to draw a pair of trousers. So a pair of trousers, a bit like Father Christmas's trousers. And draw a pair of trousers. Simple shapes that are easy to cut out so we can practice our cutting. Okay, and the pink, I will do a square handkerchief. So just a small square to cut out and make a handkerchief. So now I have all my shapes. Now I can start to cut. So I'm going to take my scissors. Now I'm going to use them. I'm going to put my thumb in the small hole and my two fingers in the other hole. I'm going to cut on the line, around the line, and I'm going to hold the paper carefully, keeping my fingers away from the scissors, and I'm going to go around, open and closing to cut, slowly, take my time, and using the other hand to turn the paper so that I get a nice clean line and that I don't hurt myself when cutting. Okay, so there, I've cut out my square. Cutting is complicated if the shapes are more complicated shapes. So try and keep your shapes nice and simple until you get good at cutting. And the more you cut, the more you will practice. So use any time you're sitting at home, you can just practice cutting little pieces of card. Then you can start cutting shapes with the paper. It doesn't have to be a straight line. Okay, practice makes perfect. So there's my shape, my trousers, and again I'm going to open and close, cutting with this hand, slowly taking my time and follow the line to make my trousers cut out nicely. So here I go, I'm cutting, taking my time, I'm turning the paper with one hand and using the scissors with the other hand. Taking my time, cutting. Now I have a square and a pair of trousers. Now I'm going to cut out my t-shirt shape. So I'm going to start at the edge, I'm going to cut in, following the line, opening and closing the scissors slowly, taking my time and turning the paper with the other hand. I don't even need to move this hand if I don't want to. I can keep it in one place because all the work is being done by the other hand moving the paper. So I always know that my scissors are safe. Okay, so I've done my t-shirt and now I'm going to do my socks. I'm just going to cut the piece of card a bit smaller so that it's easier to cut. So again, opening and closing, cutting around on the line. If I don't stay on the line, I'm going to get something that doesn't look like socks anymore. So I have to go along the line. Okay, on the line, cutting. All the way along until I've cut out two. So now I have my shapes, I have my white piece of paper. Where am I going to put my washing? On a washing line, of course. So a washing line has two sticks in the ground. They're called the posts that are stuck in the ground. I'm just going to colour them brown. Mine are wooden ones, so they're going to be brown, like a wood, like a tree trunk. I'm going to put one here and one on the other side. I shall show you once I finish drawing them. I'm going to colour them in. So now I have two posts in the ground, so they're nice and sturdy and strong to hold my washing. But now I need my washing line. So I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to draw a line. It doesn't have to be straight, it can be a bit bent in the middle. And draw my washing line around, going from one post to the other, so I can hang my washing. So now I have my two posts and my washing line going from each. Now I need my glue because I haven't pegs to hang on this because it's flat, but we're going to imagine we've got pegs and just glue our shapes on. So I'm going to put a bit of glue all over the back and hang first my t-shirt, then my handkerchief, maybe one of the socks. Any way you like. You can do any item of clothing you want as well. Maybe you want to do a pair of gloves. Maybe you want to do a dress. Maybe you want to do a jumper. Maybe you want to do some gloves or a scarf or a woolly hat. It's up to you. You decide. This is your work and you need to be proud of it by knowing you've done it yourself. Okay, so that's all my washing on my washing line. And I'm so proud of my washing line, I'm going to write my name on the top so everybody knows it's my work. So this is Nina's washing line. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and it's good for you to learn your cutting and gluing and drawing skills. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this craft as much as I have, and I look forward to seeing you work. Bye for now.